Good morning, it's Monday and today is a day I've been looking forward to getting over. This is the most positive spin I can put on it. It's the gynecology appointment that I've really not been looking forward to. But anyway, this is the mental approach I've taken to it. So I'm particularly shy about these things. I am one of those naughty people that shouldn't put off their smear test, but has done historically quite a lot. But anyway, I had one a few weeks ago, didn't I? It broke the ice, shall we say, and it really wasn't as bad as I had built up in my mind. I mean, I'd had them before. I'd had them quite recently after childbirth, because when you're going through the whole pregnancy thing, everybody's looking at you where you don't want them to look at you, and you just kind of get used to it after a while, and you start to see it as a very utilitarian portal, shall we say. And yeah, don't copy me, it was very silly. But anyway, so this for me now is something like, it's quite a big challenge. But anyway, I'm going to be a big girl about it. So I've decided just not to think about it, because I don't know if you're like me. I don't do this as much now that I'm older, because I've seen how pointless it is. But when I was younger, certainly, I would mull things over that I was worried about that were coming up in the future. I wouldn't be consciously practicing the scenario in my mind, but that would be what would end up happening. You know, I'd be imagining going in, I'd be imagining what would happen. And I think somehow deep down, I felt that if I kept practicing the scenario, it would somehow make it less scary and easier to deal with at the time when I went in. But I've realised that's just complete nonsense, because you don't know what's going to happen. My coffee's just coming to the boil. I'm making a sippy cup to take with me. You don't know what's going to happen on the day, and I know now that you just go in, you rely on your own powers of spontaneity, things happen, you just react to it. What's the worst that can happen? I suppose the worst that could happen is I get really anxious and turn into an emotional blubbing mess, and if I do, I won't be the first person that did it. And did I do that at my examination at the GP's? No, I didn't. We just had a nice chit chat, like I'm having a chat to you now, and a little bit of a laugh and a joke about what a silly Billy I was. And well, I don't think she was laughing and joking about that bit, but you know, it was fine. She was so sensitive, and to be honest, they're like a conveyor belt in there. They're just gonna see, you know, body part after body part after body part, and I'm sure they all look a little bit different from each other, and they're quite used to that, and there's nothing to be embarrassed about. And also, my other coping strategy, which was very effective the last time, was don't try to envisage what they are seeing and then worry about it. Only focus on what I can see, and I couldn't see very much. I could only see the ceiling because I had to lie back anyway. And what's so scary about looking at a ceiling? Nothing. Right, I'm gonna make my sippy cup of coffee. I've made a sandwich, which is in there, that box there. Got some drinks, a couple of drinks, because it'd be hours probably. Book to read. I've got to get 2 buses each way, so this is really not helping in my quest to not catch COVID before the holiday. I'll just do my best not to. What can I do? I'll keep my mask on. I mean, as far as I see it, the mask is more for others than yourself. But I don't know, it might do something. I don't know. We haven't heard yet about Isabel's scholarship result. She had an interview. If you didn't watch the vlog a few days ago, I got in a right old stress because she had a video call interview for a very expensive private school scholarship, and I don't know if she'd get it or not. She's gone for arts or music. Apparently it's one or the other, not both, because it said arts/music. I thought it was both, so duh, it's not. But we didn't really know that until the interview, and they mentioned it. So I don't know if she did get it, whether she would get to choose or she'd be allocated one or the other. I don't know. So that's another thing I'm trying not to imagine about too much, because it will be a huge disappointment if she doesn't get it. And it's probably the most likely, because obviously she's going to be competing against a great number of other people. There are 3 places going apparently for this position. We might hear today, we might not, I don't know. I keep finding myself daydreaming about her getting it, you know, and I'm trying not to, because it's like an elating sort of daydreamer, because it would change her life so much. It would be a big deal if she got that, honestly. And it's a boarding school and it's far away, and she would be leaving home in September, so it's a massive deal. Anyway, that's another thing I'm just trying not to think about. I'm doing a worse job of not thinking about that than the other thing anyway. Right, I'm gonna make my coffee and get out of the door. So I'm on the bus stop, all on my own. I'm the only one. Well, that's a bit tautological. Yeah, I've got 5 minutes before the bus comes, so I'm gonna have a little sip of this now. Oh no, I've got coffee on my mask again. Pandemic problems. I think we'll shove that one in there and get the clean one. I've just popped out of the bus station, so the bus was on time, and the next one's in, I don't know, probably 8 minutes now. So good, because I was thinking, oh, if the buses are late, I'll miss the appointment. I've been reading the letter that I had through the post about the appointment. It says you've got to ring from the car park when you arrive because of the coronavirus. They're doing a one in, one out kind of thing, or I don't know, only one person waiting at a time kind of thing. They don't want a waiting room full of people, basically. So there's that, and it also says the procedure will take from 10 to 15 minutes, so it should be over really quickly. It also said they might offer you some treatment, and if you have that treatment, it's best not to drive home. Now, my boyfriend did offer me a lift actually, but I said no. You know, it'll be so awkward for him to take time off of work, and he'll end up just having to do the hours elsewhere in the week when he hasn't got hours to fit them in anyway. So I said no, it'll be fine. So anyway, whatever it is, I'm sure I can still get the bus home. So it's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna, yeah, go back in and wait. Oh, by the way, this is what I've been looking at while I was vlogging, in case you're interested. There's a big pedestrian walkway over the road there. There's a big fancy bridge. This is the bus station here, car park. Right, I'm going in. This is Merthyr College here. Well, I'm out. That was the quickest turnaround ever. I'll tell you about it when I get home. Time to wait for the bus now, and I need to ring Izzy as well. Having a quick munch on the bus stop. Building work's still going on. If I'm sounding miserable, it's because we've heard from the scholarship thing. It was not good news. Back outside Merthyr bus station again. I've got 11 minutes till my bus, so I thought I'd just show you this rather nice mural that I've been spying in the distance out of the window. There we are, look, isn't that lovely? Back of something there. I think it's a shopping centre actually. It's getting a little bit breezy. That's the entrance to the shopping centre by there, and that's the entrance to the bus station. They're doing something to the doors at the moment. There's the entrance to the shopping centre, and I can't film it without getting people in. I'm on a mission, I'm going to do it. There we are, there's the entrance, St Tidville Shopping Centre. I'm not going to go in though, I'm trying to, you know, not mix as much as I possibly can get away with. I'm fitting in a little bit of Duolingo while I wait. I can't get my headphones to work. Well, because I left them at home, that's why. But you can disable the speaking and listening exercises apparently and just do the reading one, so that's kind of good to know. Well, I'm back, just got in the door. It's about 10 to 1, so I've still got quite a lot of the day left, which is good news. Yeah, just as I was getting off the bus, I wasn't vlogging it because there was a bit of a 5-minute interval between getting off the bus and being in the appointment, and there was quite a long walk through the hospital, plus I had to make that call, so I was literally just about to get off the bus and Izzy started to ring, and then she hung up, but then I texted her back and said, I'm just getting off the bus, I can't speak now. And she'd heard from the school that she'd applied for the scholarship for, and they said she was a good fit. It was such a difficult decision to choose the applicants because obviously so many more people applying than could be given places, and she didn't get a place. And I won't lie, you know, I think I'm more disappointed than she is in a way. Maybe because I've got that much more life experience and can understand the far-reaching implications that it would have had if she'd have joined, you know, such a prestigious institution and had such a really high quality education. But anyway, it wasn't to be. I think she's going to be too old to apply next year. Believe me, I'll be asking the question when the time comes. I already asked the question, and the answer was a little vague. So I said, could she apply again next year if she didn't get it this year? And the response was along the lines of, we can't guarantee there'll be funding for this particular scholarship position next year. Because one point in the website it says the age range is from 16 to 19, so in which case she'd be too old. But I found another section of the website where it gave the range of birth years, and she would have been in it next year if that had been the case. So I'll needle away at them next year, I think. Anyway, on the other topic, the procedure, coloscopy, I think they called it. I just thought they were gonna have a good look. I didn't really Google what it meant. I thought they were gonna, you know, cast their expert eyes around on the old area, which is the cervix, if you must know. What I didn't anticipate was gonna be blooming painful, and I was gonna be so stunned leaving the room. They were like, would you like to sit down? Are you feeling dizzy? And I was like, well, I am a little bit, but I just I kind of went in like a lion and came out like a lamb, shall we say. Yeah, they found a polyp which they chopped off, a tiny little, teeniest tiny thing. So I don't know if it was that made it painful, but they were using some sort of solution which stung. I wouldn't say it was like, you know, the pain of like being branded with a hot iron or having your arm broken or giving birth or anything like that, but it was definitely more than uncomfortable. And now it's left me with what feels like a bad period pain, and I can't remember because I was so sort of dazed and stunned that one of the nurses told me how long it was going to last for, and I can't remember if she said a few hours or a few days, but we'll find out. Anyway, it's kind of going up and down in waves. It's like I was on the bus coming home and I was trying to do Duolingo, but I had to stop because of pain. It was like surging up, and I was starting to get like travel sick anyway. Anyway, so the good news is they didn't find anything suspicious or dodgy looking. The next thing I've got to look forward to is the cystoscopy, which is the tube up the bladder. I don't have a date for it yet, so anyway, I've got hopefully 2 out of 3 awkward, embarrassing procedures out of the way. Right, I have got a vlog to get up because I haven't finished off last night's to get up tonight, so I'm gonna make myself a hot drink, settle down at my desk, maybe take a paracetamol if I'm honest, and go and get on with that. There we are, those what I've had. Found a leaflet. You know, she gave me a handful of stuff to put in my bag, and I was just so dazed and bewildered. I don't even notice what they gave me, so I might, before I get up and get back to work, might have a quick look through that. It does say in here to take it easy for a few hours after the procedure. So, and it does say you can take paracetamol. Well, it says painkillers for the pain. It's 5 to 4. I've just got up. I got the vlog up and I just felt horrible, so I went to sleep. I've just woken up and I still feel awful. I don't feel well enough to cook dinner, if I'm quite honest with you. But IB and I on the phone before I went to sleep were discussing the possibility of a takeaway, but we don't know what to do about Isabel because she's got so many allergies. I don't know if I want to risk takeaway. I can see what will happen. He'll end up getting her a McDonald's and we'll have a takeaway. I'll discuss with her. She's just gone upstairs to get something. She's got a flare up on her eye. She has one of these heads that doesn't remember what I tell her if I give her a list of things to remember. It's probably the dyslexia actually. I told her to put Opatanol eye drops in over the phone there and she's got the wrong one. It's okay, it won't do any harm, but she needs the right one. Right, she's just been down and gone back upstairs again. I've put the kettle on, but I think I don't know if I'm gonna have a cup of tea. I think I might have a mushroom soup. Takeaways are like a firing squad if you've got somebody in the house with allergies. Anyway, you can tell I'm not with it, can't you? I can't remember how much I told you about the procedure and why I was having it. I don't want to go into details because it's going to be a bit unpalatable, you see. And people are quite often eating when they're watching these vlogs. But I don't want to not talk about it because it's one of these things that when people go through it, they can feel awfully alone in going through it because none of their friends are generally going through it. And so I think it's useful to just talk about it because then when people do have to go through it, they feel like, you know, they've got a bit of company, kind of, even though, you know, I'm not actually there. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so I googled what it was. And it's the sort of procedure that people have if they got, like if their smear comes back bad. My smear was fine. The only thing was, is it caused a lot of bleeding and it's not supposed to. So that flagged up sort of an issue. Like, why was it? So that's why they wanted them to have a much closer look. But the closer look is involved, I think, collecting some cells for a sample to go and analyse. I think that was what was so invasive and left lingering pain and just feeling like I've been hit by a bus. So I think that's, yeah, what the thing was. So, but anyway, they, at the time today, said that it didn't look like there was anything to worry about. Yeah, sorry for the unpalatable nature of this, but you know, it's just, I feel like I'm being so vague otherwise that I'm gonna leave everybody confused. So anyway, I am feeling really wibbly wobbly. I'm still in pain, even though I had a paracetamol. I'm just gonna have something light, like soup and nothing else, and spend the rest of the afternoon in bed, although I might edit some more of yesterday's vlog, because I've got the one from the day before it, but I haven't finished editing the one from yesterday yet. I'm trying to line them all up before the holiday. This is what's going on, right? This is a really chatty vlog and not a very filmy vlog today, I've realised. But it's one of those days where I'm not really up to much. Right, I'll speak to you later. Well, this is your 6:20 update. I had the soup, and I don't know how this procedure's had this effect on me, but I just was in so much pain again and couldn't stay awake, so I had another nap. And I woke up not that long ago. I've just been in the kitchen chatting to my daughter, made myself a coffee, which is there, and I'm gonna eat a bit of something sugary, see if that perks me up. I'm thinking I might try and do some editing now, because I haven't done any at all today, apart from getting the other one up, but that wasn't editing. Yeah, the pain, it goes down to my knees, I would say, but it's not so much the pain that's knocking me out. I just got this general sort of knocked for six feeling about me, and I'm sure it's not supposed to do that. It said for a few hours I would feel out of sorts, and it's definitely recommended not driving. But oh, anyway, there was some other funny news from the gynecologist. She said I am not postmenopausal, I am perimenopausal, because you can only apparently be postmenopausal 12 months after the date of your last period, and I sort of had a little bit of something in November. So she said, no, I'm not. I am perimenopausal. The blood test at the GP said that there wasn't any estrogen, therefore I was postmenopausal, so who knows? I think it's just a bit of a technicality anyway. I don't think it changes anything, it's just slightly confusing. Right, I'm going to try and do some editing and see how I get on. I've just taken another paracetamol, so hopefully that'll dull things down a bit. And my boyfriend's due soon, and we are going to have a takeaway. I can't remember if I told you that, we were thinking about it. I don't know where from, because I never ever have takeaways. I've never had one in all the time I've been here, apart from fish and chips, which we go and get. So I haven't kept any of the leaflets that have come through the door. They just go straight in the recycling. So I don't even know how to get a takeaway. He might have to go in person, I suppose, and order. Hello, it's 10 to 8. I'm feeling a little bit better. My boyfriend appeared, and after much discussion with the three of us, including my daughter, we decided, because of her allergies, it was just going to be much easier if they go off to Tesco's together and choose some ready meals, to be honest, because I don't feel up to cooking. I pottered around a bit and stood up for a little while in the front room, and I just had to sit down and I felt wobbly, and then I didn't feel like sitting up because it felt like too much effort, and then I lay down a bit. But actually, since they've gone out, I've really perked up, so hopefully I'm on the mend now. I do hope so. So I don't know what we're having yet. I've given a range of choices, you know, I'll have this, and if they haven't got this, I'll have this, and if I haven't got this, I'll have this, kind of thing. Yeah, so, and I think they're going to get some treats for afters as well. And yeah, we'll see what we end up having shortly. Oh, look, I've been spoilt. I got a prawn, what's it called? A tikka thingy.
Prawn tikka masala, apparently.
Oh, yum. Well, good morning. I totally didn't end the vlog last night. Sorry about that. It's about 10 to 8 the next morning. I'm feeling a lot improved. Better is one of those funny words in English. If you say better, it can either mean you're improved or you're recovered. So I am improved. And we'll see how today goes. Yesterday, I just knackered. So after dinner, which I struggled to eat, I went and lay on the sofa, watched telly with my boyfriend, till not very late, because he was just too tired and couldn't stay awake anyway. So I went to bed early, and that was it really. But anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. Could you please give it a like if you liked it, subscribe if you'd like to follow more of my story, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.